Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's another week of shit. Welcome to the podcast. Alright, welcome to the podcast, weekly shit. It's kinda fucking early. If you see me drinking some stuff, it's a, some ASMR for you people. I'm drinking some nice Colombian coffee. But this week's shit is El Joker. The clown prince of crime. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a review, what I like to call mullet style, meaning a little reserved in the front, no spoilers, then party in the back. So, where I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna mark it when I'm gonna do spoilers. So, first, overall view of the Joker movie. Todd Phillips, who directed the Hangover movies, was really unexpected. If y'all hear other sounds that are not me, my brother is behind me on the PS4, and my annoying sister is somewhere in the shower and getting dressed. But it is what it is. These motherfuckers is in the house. Anyways, so those would be the mysterious guests. They're just here. Anyways, all right, mullet style. So overall, Todd Phillips directed The Hangover. So when I first heard he was gonna do the Joker movie, I was like, really? But then I heard I think Martin Scorsese was helping it, but he was inspired by Martin Scorsese films. There's this film, a couple of films, Taxi Driver was one, and was part of an inspiration for it. This comedy movie that had Robert De Niro in it, which Robert De Niro kind of plays homage because he's playing a stand-up comedian on a late night show. But I was skeptical at first because DC films are garbage over the past couple years. So I was expecting more trash. But then I heard Joaquin Phoenix was coming onto it. I'm like, ooh, this guy, he doesn't just pick roles, he strategically picks roles. So I wonder what he was doing. Then when I saw when Todd Phillips showed what is it, test footage where you just see him standing, and then the fucking the video reel goes and then you see slowly little images of him in the Joker makeup. I was like, oh, that looks good. That looks okay. And then if I had a nitpick, I was like, oh, that's not a purple suit. Why does his makeup look like that? What's the blue shit on his eyes? The diamond looking things. Anyways, those were nitpicks though. Those were because that's when. Honestly, watching the movie, that does not matter. That does not matter at all. Anyways, so I was skeptical. Even with all those people on board of the movie, I was even a week before me going to see the movie, I'm just let me not get my super hopes up. It's a standalone Joker movie with no Batman. Damn, it's gonna be crazy. And then I saw the movie, and wow, what a cinematic experience. I'd say the movie's Oscar worthy. If not the movie, the acting is. If he's not even at least, if Joaquin Phoenix is not at least nominated for an Oscar, then the Academy's just bugging, because Jesus, he knocked it. People are saying, oh, don't compare Heath Ledger and their Jokers, but everybody compared Heath Ledger and Jared Leto's. People compare Christian Bale and Batman. I'm comparing the Jokers. I don't give a fuck. I'm not saying that that Heath Ledger's was trash. I'm just saying Joaquin Phoenix's Joker was better, and it shows when I have more screen time. If I have a whole movie to flesh out depth and character development, yes, I'm probably going to be better than the last Joker. Honestly, it didn't matter how good Jared Leto was. in that movie, since he barely had screen time. Even the screen time they showed him, say he did amazing, he probably wasn't going to be better than Heath Ledger's Joker because of screen time. So it didn't matter. Anyways, like I'm saying, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, Todd Phillips' Joker, is a better Joker than Heath Ledger's. We're seeing a movie through the villain, the villain's perspective. So it was just so like in depth. Like, oh my god, the movie was overall. I'll give the movie like an 8.5, a 9, like pushing more 9 than anything. Pushing more 9 than anything. It was cinematography looked great. Like literally, almost every scene just like looked like it was shot so well. And I think they used a 70 millimeter. Yeah, I think they used a 70 millimeter lens to capture that feel, because the movie there's no like date. They weren't given no like official date, but like you can tell by the cars, the people on the train, the subway itself, how it looked. The time period was like this old school, like almost it felt like you were even like it felt like you were watching like a movie in the 1990s, something like that. So excuse me, like it felt like I was watching a movie like in like a 1990s movie, or like not even like some 80s type. Honestly more 80s than anything. Felt like I was like between 80s and 90s movie. Like it felt like it was a Martin Scorsese kind of film too at the same time. Like it felt like Martin Scorsese had like a big hand in this. I think he like produced too, but like yeah, every shot was just so like just looked so beautiful. Like there's the if you guys seen the trailer, there's a scene where he's like in the bathroom dancing. That whole scene is just beautiful. Like that whole like just him like that's all right, without giving spoilers. So that scene, something traumatic or something big in his life just happened, and he's running away from it, and he runs into like this public bathroom in like the park or whatever. But scripted wise, they had it where Arthur comes into the bathroom, goes in the toilet, like starts wiping the makeup off his face and starts breaking down and everything. But Joaquin Phoenix didn't really like feel it, like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't feeling that scene. I gotta find like the exact thing of what I'm gonna show you guys. All right, so he didn't feel it. So Todd Phillips got like this music from the composer of the movie. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's like German. So his first name is Hildur, Hildur, and his last name Gunna. Yeah, it's like really hard to pronounce. And he composed like I even downloaded it because I like listening to movie scores, so I downloaded the whole score and I listened to the whole thing, and it feels like so like dark and just at the same time sad. Like so yeah, that scene he plays him something from the one of the music that he composed. He plays him that, and then I don't know, like Joaquin Phoenix is just listening it, and then he just slowly dances, forgets the script, and he just slowly dances, and it's only Todd Phillips and him in the bathroom. They're the only two in the bathroom, and he just slowly dances to the music, and Todd Phillips was like, "Yo, this is what I want. This is what we're gonna roll with." Gets the camera, comes back, records his whole movement in the bathroom, and then him finishing like if he performed in front of somebody and look into the mirror. And I was just like, wow, I like that on the fly improvisation. Like it was just like I like how they changed it, like the script, to morph more into the character. That's how I knew like Joaquin Phoenix really was feeling and did his homework on like the Joker. Like I felt like that made more sense than him like breaking down, crying, like getting the makeup off his face. It was more of a transformation. Like he was feeling like I can't. When I go into spoilers, I'll describe that scene again, and you'll understand more. But like it felt like it was just slow transition. Like, and that's what the movie is. It's not like like the famous Joker line, "All it takes is one bad day." But he was having a lot of bad. It was literally bad day, bad day, bad day, bad day, bad. So it didn't like not one thing just happened. He was like, you know what, fuck it, snap, let me just kill everyone. It was little by little. And the thing is, it wasn't like he wasn't trying. No, he tried to, like, not let it, like, you heard him in the trailer. He was like, all I have are negative thoughts. And even within that, his main goal was still to stay happy and make people laugh. He wanted to still make people laugh and try to make, like, he worked as a clown, and who went, like, from different place to place. He in the movie, you see him, like, in the hospital with sick kids, trying to make them laugh, and that's all he wants. He just wants to make people laugh. He loved his job. It was like a shitty job. He probably got, like, shit pay, but he loved it because he got to do what he wanted to do, was make people laugh. And that's what his thing is. His dream was to be a comedian. His dream was to be a comedian and make the world laugh. But and within that, he's just having bad days after bad days. So throughout the movie, you see him gradually change into the Joker. So it's not like a complete, oh shit, where'd this come from? 180. It's like little by little, things eating him. And it's like, bro, you're at a point where they make you feel sympathetic for him, because you get to a point where you're just like, oh, come on, what the fuck? There's like I'm trying to think of them now. There's like 2 to 3 moments in the movie where you just feel completely like, damn, like you feel so bad, like you're almost at a loss for words. You're just, the only thing you could just like do is just like, fuck, this is that. It's sad. It's sad what Arthur Fleck went through. And then when this dude becomes the Joker, when he fucking finally loses it and is off his shit, it's, oh my god, it's like it's wild shit. Oh my god. Like he it's like a transformation like no other. It was insane. Oh man, like it was like Joker, like, I would say, like, how comic book accurate the Joker was. It's hard to even compare, because it's telling its own story, but like the allure of who the Joker is, like this character, and fucker hit it right on the nail, because holy shite, Christ on a cracker night, it was super good. Yeah, it was like, oof. Yeah, like that was good. All right, but I'm now gonna go into some spoilers. We're gonna talk about everything. So if you do not want to hear spoilers, please leave. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, I gave you guys enough time. Spoiler talk. I said this was mullet style. We're in the back. It's party time. All right, so spoiler time. The parts that were like, now I can really dissect the movie, because I can talk like about the spoilers. The beginning of the film, where the trailer shows, like, when he does the laugh, that was like, oh, okay, that was a nice laugh, but you think that he's like, that's him doing the laugh. It's actually a freaking disease, like, not a disease, that's stupid, like a disorder. Like, he's really fucked up. He used to be in Arkham. Like, he used to be a patient, and then they said that he was well enough to get out, and he lives with his mom, BK. He lives with his mom, and he has like this laughing disorder where he can't control it. Like, it's from what the movie shows, like, he laughs when he's like, it's like his form of anxiety. When he starts getting anxiety, or he starts getting uncomfortable in certain situations, mainly when he's uncomfortable, he starts like burst out into laughing, or like, and stuff like that. And it's just so, it's fucked up, because he has moments where he does actually laugh, like where he chooses to laugh, but the moments where he had, like, it's the disorder, and he starts laughing because he can't control it, you feel so bad, because then this is what makes Joaquin Phoenix the great actor he is. He did it where it sounds like he's sick, like every last ends, he goes, ha ha ha, and it's like he's choking, like, and you're just like, and you feel bad. Like, there's a moment where he's just uncontrollably laughing, and he's trying to hold it in, and you can't. And that's how the movie starts off. The movie literally starts off with him laughing, and I think he's seeing like his doctor, like he has, I guess he gets his regular doctor that he has to go see, and they like she's like a psychiatrist almost, and she's regularly seeing him, and he's laughing, and he can't control it. Like every time he laughs, he pauses, and it's like it's so crazy because it's like this. It goes from laughing to serious, laughing, serious, and it was just so well done. I was like, whoa, that was a very nice touch to put on a Joker who can't stop laughing even if he wanted. Like it was so good. Yeah, so like the scenes that were sad, like what I keep saying that he has like a very bad day over and over and over. One bad day was his first is like the doctor's basically not listening to him, and he wants more meds to feel less depressed because he's like depressed. Tell him no. His job, he working at the clown. You saw in the trailer. They take his sign. Like, these fucking kids take his sign, and then they jump and like they hit him with the sign and they jump him, and then like the camera, great shot. Camera slowly like zooms out of him just like on the ground, but like the shot looks, it's fucked up because he's on the floor like hurting, but the shot looks so good. Like it's so low on the ground, it's like just pulling back, and you just see him and like the city in the background in the alleyway. The shot looked dope, and that was like that's the first moment, and then there's like then the movie just gets more crazy and crazy, and he just keeps getting pushed more and more. His goal is to get on that comedy show with the dude Murray, who is Robert De Niro, on. And then the scene goes to like where he's having a bad day. He goes home, and the girl from the movie, she, like his neighbor. She's like the romantic person that she like. Wow, I forgot what they call that. She's basically the female lead who's supposed to be like the romance of the film. Like if they had to throw in romance, it's her. But there's a twist on that. Like there's a complete twist on that. So it starts like the first time they interact is him and the neighbor is it's in the elevator when he's having like a bad day, and like the dog, like they live in a shitty building. It's like the elevator slowly gets stuck or whatever, and her daughter just doesn't shut up, and she goes, the mom, she goes, and then. And she does that, but it made Arthur laugh. Arthur was just like, ha ha ha, like he thought it was funny. And then they leave the elevator, mad awkward. She's like in front of her house, and then he's like walking, he turns around, he goes, hey. And then she like kind of smiles and then goes in. Like, but it was mad funny, it was weird. They had like that little connection. And then they were good because she felt like she was like trying to hold him down, because later on he has another crazy bad day. Like something happens again, and then he comes home and he goes straight to her apartment and like makes out with her and everything, and it was crazy. And then she comes to his apartment and they have like a little conversation, stuff like that. And then like his mom gets sick. Like his mom, I think, has like a I don't know if she has a stroke or a seizure. Whichever it is, she has one, and she's there. He invites her to like come see one of his comedy shows because he was going to perform at like a nightclub or whatever, and they were having like a bunch of different acts come up, and he was one of them. And dang, even that scene was hard because he comes up on stage trying to tell a joke, and his disorder comes in play. He starts laughing uncontrollably, and the crowd is like dead silent. And then when he slowly starts to get under control and then tell his joke, you see her in the background like kind of smiling and laughing to his jokes. And then it slowly like fades out while he's telling his joke. The audio and even the picture slowly fades out. You hear like a little bit of the crowd laughing, and then it fades out to a different scene. Which was good. It was like you felt happy for him. You're like, oh shit, he's actually pretty funny. But then, this fucking cuck, Murray, Robert De Niro's character, on his late night show, he goes up, he makes fun of him. He's like, oh, someone who thinks they can do my job, let's take a look at this guy. And then he shows a clip of him, just making fun of him. like just talking shit. He was, and it's the clip is him bombing. Like we thought he was actually doing good at that nightclub. He was actually, people weren't really laughing at him with him. They were laughing at him, and it was just so fucked up. And you just see Arthur just like, and like the camera it doesn't zoom in all the way. It slowly zooms, like it goes in little by little. And dang, what was that scene? Yeah, like it slowly pans into his face when it's like all so serious, and shit was crazy. But like, and that's what I liked. It was just like, oh my god, it was so good. And then the next scene where he's like, it goes back to going to work as a clown, but his friend from work gives him like a gun so he doesn't get beat up anymore. So this idiot Arthur is holding the gun, and he's in the hospital dancing. Gun falls. He picks it up, tries to hide it from the kids. It was like a little funny scene. The kids were even laughing, but his boss calls in. He calls his boss and he tells him like, "Look, I'm sorry, blah blah." He gets fired. Boom. That's it. Now he's fired. He's on the train with all his shit, pissed, and these three dickheads, like it was like late. There were like three guys drunk as fuck who looked like they work in Wall Street. Well, they work in Wall Street. They it's described they work for Thomas Wayne. So these three dickheads, they start messing with some lady, and they're laughing at her, but he starts laughing because he has the disorder, because he's uncomfortable, and they think that he's laughing with them. They come up to him, and now he's just sitting there trying to hold in his laugh. He tries to give the guy the card, because he has a card that he walks around with that says that he has a disorder. They don't give a shit about his fucking disorder. They start singing Bringing the Clowns by Frank Sinatra, and it's just like, dude, you guys are fucking pricks. And then they start jumping him. They start beating him up. They take off his clown, like the hair, fake hair, and they started like picking him up on the ground. And the shot was done so good, like, because like the train is like, I don't know if it's not underground yet or whatever, but the train is like going, and so it's like that. It was like a shitty train, so the lights are like flickering on and off. Every time it shows him on, like the light is on, you see him on the ground, like just getting jumped, and then all you hear is like gunfire, doom, 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 and one of the guys is like shot. When the light flickers back on, it's him with the fucking gun on the ground. He killed that one dude, and the other dude just looks at him, turns over, pops him one. This fat guy tries to run, shoots him in the leg, but then he transfers to the next cart, and then like the train stops. They're at like a platform, and like they're like trying to look at each other, trying to see who comes off the train first. Fat dude runs off the train. Arthur comes out like speed walking, not even running, speed walking after him, and then shoots him in the back, and then unloads the whole clip onto him. And then he just like stays there, and then that's when he runs, goes into the bathroom, and that's that whole scene with him and Todd Phillips, with Joaquin Phoenix, Todd Phillips in the bathroom, where it was scripted was he breaks down, like throws the gun away, tries to get the makeup off, but it was better that they did it where it was more transition into the Joker, where he just like slowly like feels like, that's what it is, because if he would have cleaned the makeup up, it would show that he feels like some type of remorse, that he feels bad. But when he started like dancing in the bathroom, it was a transition of, it didn't bother him. He liked killing those three guys because they were bad people. He felt, and from his perspective, they were bad. They were beating me up. They were pissed. They were picking on some lady, and they were beating up a mentally ill person. So that was the first transition into it. And then when he finds out from his mother that she tells him, "Oh, Thomas Wayne is your dad." Well, she doesn't tell him. She's writing letters to Thomas Wayne, and he finally had enough. And he was like, "All right, I'm gonna read one of these fucking letters, because my mother's been sending letters to this guy almost every day for as many years as I know." Reads it, finds out that he might be the father, like he might be the son. Thomas Wayne might be Bruce's older brother. He goes to Wayne Manor. This was the cool scene where he's like doing little magic tricks for Bruce. Bruce Wayne is like right there as a kid, and you know me, I was hype as fuck. I'm like, ooh, technically Batman is in this movie. He was. And then he goes up, he gives him like a little, like he pulls his mouth open for a smile. And then one of the butlers, I don't know if it's Alfred, because this guy was complete dick. Alfred is a dick, but come on. But it probably was Alfred. Because after you learn later the information that was, because Alfred was like, no, he's not your father, your mother was crazy. It's like, dang, why are you talking shit about his mom? But then you find out later, like, okay, Alfred was actually telling the truth. Yeah, his mother is batshit crazy. Arthur's mom is batshit crazy. Arthur's just like, I was just trying to make the kid laugh, and I was like, Alfred is like, I'm just assuming he's Alfred. Alfred's like, it's not funny. There's nothing fucking funny. So he leaves. Arthur leaves, and he's just so mad. He goes to, I guess Wayne was having like this event, some event where like they were like protesting, and Arthur slowly finds a way to sneak in. So he sneaks into the event, and when he sneaks in, he confronts Thomas Wayne. And Thomas Wayne is like, I'm not your fucking dad, kid. Your mom was a mentally ill person. She's sick. She's fucking lying. And then he starts having like the disorder again. He starts laughing, and Thomas is getting pissed. He's like, oh, you think this is fucking funny? Blah, blah, blah. And punches him in the face. And that was like just, it was just sad because like after he got punched in the face, you hear his throat like trying to clear up because he didn't want to laugh. And then, but he got some information. Thomas Wayne told him that she was like a patient in Arkham or whatever, and he was like, no way. So he goes to Arkham. I think on a different day, goes to Arkham. He goes to look up the fucking the paper like information, finds shit about his mom. The dude looks at it and was like, oh shit, I can't give you the info. He takes it. He like tries to grab it through like the window or whatever. And he takes his mom's file and he books it. And then he reads the file. I think she has like schizophrenia. She probably has, I think, some dementia. She was basically insane, and she was warping reality in her mind. Arthur was adopted. That's not even his real mom. He was tortured when he was a kid, like tied to a radiator while it was on hot, and she would like beat him. But like he's so crazy, he doesn't remember this shit. Because when he went to the asylum, they probably like pumped him with meds, so he barely remembers like shit when he was young. So yeah, he was adopted. She tried to lie and say it was Thomas Wayne. So Thomas Wayne is actually a good guy. He was like, tried to make sure your mother got help by sending her to an asylum. I wasn't being a dick. They just make him seem dickish in the movie, but Thomas Wayne was good. And it was just great. Well, he was good in that aspect. He still, like, there was certain shit that he was saying while he was on the news. It was like, bro, you're a fucking cunt. But, so Arthur finally realizes everything in his life was a lie. Thomas Wayne isn't dad, so he doesn't know whose dad is. Apparently his mom is not even his real mother. He has nobody. Like, he finally realized, oh shit, I'm not with nobody. So he's just like walking in the rain, just so pissed, like just walking, gets home. He doesn't even go to his apartment. He goes to the girl that he was seeing. He goes to her. Like, he opens the door, goes in, and he's just sitting on his couch. And then she comes out, I guess, like the bathroom or whatever, and sees him on the couch. And she's like, freaks out. I was like, oh my God, what are you doing here? Blah, blah. And then she was like, you're Arthur, right? The guy who lives with his mom down the hall. And if you're anyone else, you're like, you already know this. And then it slowly dawns on you, like, wait, every moment, every interaction that he's had with her was made up in his mind. I think the only one that might have been real was the elevator scene, but everything else was just like made up in his fucking head. He like him kissing her was made up. Her coming to his comedy show, he made that shit up in his head. Her coming to him was made up. Like her being like there for him when he was like seeing his mom sick was made up. And they show it, yeah, like they flash back to all the moments that they were together. And they didn't exist. Like there's a scene where he's in the city and like he's laughing, like they're talking about like a picture or whatever, like the newspaper, and then they show it and you see him like talking to himself, like he's just out of it. And then I felt like that was the little push. She starts crying. She's like, look, I have a daughter here. She's asleep. Please, just go. And then he does the same gesture like she did in the elevator where he goes like that and she screams, and then the next scene cuts to him walking down the hall going to his room, to his apartment. It's left in the air because you never see her character again in the movie. I'm assuming he does not kill her. I feel like he's just like, damn, I made this shit up in my head. I'm not gonna kill you. You literally did nothing. There's no reason to kill. I think he just got up and fucking left. I think that's all he did. And I don't think he killed a little girl either. Like, because there's a little girl. Yeah. I think he just left. I heard people saying that he killed her. I'm like, nah. There's no evidence because there's moments where he's killed people off screen later on in the movie, and when you see him later on, there's like evidence showing that okay, he killed that person. There's nothing. He just fucking leaves. I think he just was tight and he was like, huh, okay, well, that was not real. And he just fucking leaves, which it pushes him even more. He's like more mad now. And he fucking leaves. And then that's it. Arthur Fleck is fucking gone. It's complete Joker now. It's completely Joker. And he starts putting on the makeup. But before like all this was happening, like he got a phone call from Murray, Robert De Niro's people, not even him himself. He got to come perform, come on his show. We want you to bring you on your show. So blah blah blah. So anyways, also all the riots are happening because when you kill those Wall Street people, now people are starting wearing like fake clown mask or whatever. So people think that he did start a riot, but he wasn't trying to be political. He just killed three annoying dudes. So anyways, he starts putting on the makeup, and then like the people he used to work with was like this midget and this fat dude. The fat dude who's holding the gun. They come to visit him to come see, hey, what's the problem, whatever. Before he goes into the makeup stuff, he goes to his mom. He confronts his mother. He was like, look, so you lied, you're just a fucking sick person. And he takes her fucking pillow and kills her, just suffocates her, and leaves. Kills his mother and just leaves. Well, it's not really his mom, so he's like, the whole time I thought my life was a tragedy, and then I realized it's just a fucking comedy, and he kills her. Just fucking kills his mom. And then after that, when he bounces, yeah, that's when he's like at home. Now he's putting on the makeup or whatnot, and like turning into the Joker. And like, so yeah, the people from his work come over, the midget, the fat dude, and they just want to see what's wrong. Well, the midget kind of just cares for him because the midget was the only person that he worked for that wasn't a dick to him. He always checked. He was like, "Hey, Arthur, how you doing?" Because he's from London. He was like, "How you doing?" And he was like, and Arthur liked it. The fat dude was a prick. He tried to be nice to him. He sold him a gun and then lied to the boss. He's the reason why he's fired. He told him, "Oh, he tried to buy a gun off of me like last week." Arthur never tried to buy a gun off him. He gave it to him for free. That dick. And then because cops kept calling Arthur's house, no one's answering. So the cops finally came to his job. So the fat dude's telling him, he was like, "Yo, so we just need to know what you told the cops." Arthur's like, yeah. Takes out a pair of fucking scissors from his back pocket and stabs this dude in the eye. Well, first the neck, then the eye. And then starts slamming his head up against the wall, and it's just a bloody mess. And it's like, you're just like, holy fuck. And he just sits there on the ground with blood on his face. And the midget is just on the other side crying and scared. And Arthur's just sitting there, and he just makes a joke. He mocks his London accent. And he's like, "Didn't you believe I'm going to be on the telly?" And then he's like, "Oh, then can I leave?" And he was like, yeah, sure. You're always nice to me. And then like he sees him, he's like, "Oh," and he's like, just don't look, just leave. The midget goes and tries to go unlock the door, but he's small, so he can't reach the lock. And he's like, "Arthur," and he was like, no, before that though, as he's going by, Arthur goes, "Ah!" And he scares the shit out of him. But he was just like, "No, I'm just joking. And that's what he is. Arthur's a comedian. He just wants to make him laugh. So yeah, the midget tries to reach the lock. He can't open the door. And then he tells Arthur, like, "Can you please unlock it?" Arthur's like, "Oh, fuck." He's like, damn. Yes. All right. Sorry about that. The memory card was like, got super full. Back to us thing. So yeah, he tells him that, "Yo, you were good. You were always nice to me." Gives him a little kiss on the head. Opens the door and lets him out. And you're just like, holy shit, like it was really some creepy moment, but it felt so like Joker, like it was just like, it felt like that this is what the Joker should have been like it felt good. And then as the movie goes on, he goes into the he leaves, he gets dressed, and then he's doing the whole dance on the staircase. And they're playing the music, and he's like into it. It's so good. Then the detectives finally catch up with him. They're like, hey, we need to speak to you for a lot of shit. Arthur runs away. Boom, 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 boom. Gets on the train. He starts a riot on the train with the clown people, like the people dressed in the clown mask. So it's a big riot. They start to fight the cops, and Joker gets away. Gets to the Murray show, the late night show. And when he gets to Murray's late night show, like he tells him, who's like, hey Murray, can you do one little thing? Can you introduce me as Joker? And he's like, Joker? Why Joker? He's like, because that's what you called me, right? You made fun of me. You called me a Joker, and that's what I want to be introduced as. And you're like, all right. So the plan was, like, he was, because he, like, before, like this, while he was getting dressed, he was planning out, like, he was sitting on his couch at home and, like, pretending like he was talking to Murray. The plan was he was going to tell a joke. He was like, oh, so you want to hear a joke? Knock, knock. And then he shoots himself. He was going to shoot himself on national television. And then when he sits back on the chair, he, like, holding the gun to himself. And then he's sitting on the freaking, when he finally gets introduced, he comes out, does a little dance, kisses, like, this old lady, and then sits down. They're asking him questions, and then he does like a laugh, but he does the laugh now. It's not like the he just he does like the laugh. And then as like him and Murray having a conversation, he finally confesses. He's like, I killed those 3 guys. And he's like, Murray's like, who's like, okay, where's the punchline? He's like, there's no punchline, it's no joke, I killed them 3. And he's like, how do I believe you? And he tells him, he's like, I have nothing to lose. I don't care anymore. And they're going, like, talking about it. And then Murray's like, he starts bashing him. He starts saying, oh, you want self-pity, like, because he starts saying that people around him are the reason why he did what he did. He was like, I'm not being political. I'm not part of any movement. I don't care about anything. I don't give a shit about nobody. He was like, I finally found my purpose in life. My life is a comedy. And he's like talking all this, and Murray just shits at him. He's like, "Oh, you're putting like all this self pity on you, like no one like." And Murray was like, wasn't being sympathetic to a fucking mentally ill person, but he doesn't know that he should know he's mentally ill. If I just told you killed 3 fucking people for no reason, but he's like going about this, and you see it in his face. You see the switch where he's just like not like. He's like mad, but not mad. He was like, all right, you want to hear one last joke? And Murray's like, no, I think we're done here, pal. I think you need to leave. And he's like, what do you get when you cross a mentally ill man in a society who treats him like garbage? And he's like, you get what you fucking deserve. Takes the gun out and shoots Robert De Niro in the fucking face. And it looks so real. You're just like, oh. Like, it happened so fast, and it looks so real. It was crazy. And then the camera shot, bro, the 70mm lens was perfect. The camera shot is like some of his face with like the blood splattered, and he's just looking at his dead body with like this little smirk, not even a smile, smirk on his face, and like the back is a little blurred out, and you just hear and see people in the background running and like screaming for their lives. And then it's such a beautiful shot. I don't know if I'm going to use that as like the cover for this, but oh my god, it was great. And then he turns back, and then he's just looking at everybody in the audience, and he's like, okay. He gets up, and then he throws like the gun on the table. He does like a little dance, doesn't know what to do. Then he gets into the camera, and Murray has this thing, I forgot what the quote is, but he ends the night with like this quote, the same quote every time. The Joker, it's because it's no longer Arthur. You have to call him the Joker at this point, because he doesn't want to go by Arthur. He thinks Arthur Fleck is nobody. He thinks he's a made-up person by my crazy sadistic mom, who's not even my fucking mom. So he just wants to go by Joker, and then goes. He's having fun. He finally gets tackled by the police, and he's in the cop car. And as they're driving out, you just see him like his loose, his hair's a mess, and his head is like pressed up against the glass window. And it felt like that Heath Ledger moment when Heath Ledger, when he was the Joker, he breaks out of the jail on the GCPD, and he's like outside the car window doing like all that crazy. It had like a little parallel to it, and he's just like there. But while he's looking outside the window, there's riots happening everywhere. riots happening everywhere. Like, he started anarchy, which was perfect because Joker is anarchy and chaos. And then the cop car gets hit by an ambulance truck, like an ambulance, and you see the people come out the ambulance, dudes in the clown mask, and they look at the. Also, the Murray Show is a live show, so the entire city of Gotham and the world just saw Murray just get killed by who they think is their political hero, which is not even political, he's just being the Joker. And they look in the cop car, right, and they see it's him. They pull him out. He's like unconscious, and they put him on top of the cop car, and they're cheering for him to get up, get up, get up, get up. And then this is my favorite part of the whole movie. And you're gonna see why, because as they're like cheering for him to get up, it's like it's going back and forth. It's like cutting back and forth. It'll show like him slowly getting up, then it'll cut away to like to like different parts of Gotham where the riots are happening. Now there's just a specific part of Gotham that they cut to that I love. It cuts to like this movie theater of people like running out of movie theater, and then you see them slowly coming out. Then it'll cut back to him slowly getting up, and then it cuts back to Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne and Bruce Wayne running out of a movie theater. And if you know what happens when they come out of a fucking movie theater, the first thing I said was, I have to watch these motherfuckers die again. You see them running away. You see Joker slowly getting up on top of the cop car. You see them turning into an alleyway. You see him doing his little Joker dance again. And then when they turn into the alleyway, they pass this guy who, like, in the Joker mask, who turns, takes off his mask, pulls out a gun, and you're like, oh, dude, no. They go down the alleyway. The guy goes into the alleyway, and like he pulls out the gun on them. He's like, give me your stuff or whatever. And then it cuts back to Joker getting up, and he's standing. And then it cuts back to them, and whatever you think happens. Bruce Wayne loses both his parents. The gunman kills them both. You see the pearls hit the ground. You see Thomas Wayne hit the ground. And you just see him standing over his two dead parents again. And then it cuts back to Joker. And then he's like, he noticed he has blood in his mouth. Takes the blood, smears it into a smile, and then just stands there smiling. And it's just, that's when he's in full, like, that's it. It's Joker now. From here on out, it's completely Joker. It shows him smiling. Then it cuts back to Bruce standing over his parents. And it's like the creation of two characters were just... Two characters were made. The Joker was made, and so was Batman in the same moment. And you're just like, that was beautiful. And then it cuts to black. And then cuts to Arthur, Joker, in Arkham. He's sitting down smoking, and he's laughing. He starts laughing. He's meeting with like I guess his doctor now, because he's in the all white, like he's a patient. Like, this guy is gonna stay there for life now, and he's just in there. And this is all joke. This is where it's like perfect, because this is like the Joker, like crazy. This light and shadow shit is pissing me off. It's like, look, I'm light, but look, I'm dark. Anyways, he's in there. And she's like, what are you laughing at? And he's like, a joke. And he's like, it's a joke in my head, a joke I thought of. And she's like, what's the joke? And he starts laughing. But when she asks, what's the joke? It cuts back to Bruce Wayne standing over his dead parents in the alleyway. And then it cuts back to him, and he goes, you wouldn't get it. While they have like a Frank Sinatra song playing in the background. And I'm just like, oh boy, this was great. And then the scene, then it cuts, because after he says that, it cuts to him just being like, it cuts to like the hallway of the asylum, and then you see Arthur coming in, like slowly doing like this weird dance as he's going in, but he's leaving red footprints as he's walking on the white floor, and you're like, he fucking killed that bitch. He fucking killed her. And then you see him like get to the end of the hall, and he's doing a little dance, and then he looks over and he starts running one way. You see the fucking guards. Now the guards are like chasing him back and forth throughout the hallway, and then it says the end, and the movie ends, and I'm like, bro, this is Joker. Like, oh my god, the movie. So that's basically it. The movie was. Now I'm thinking about it. Fuck 8.5. It's a 9. Movie I'm giving a 9. If you haven't seen The Joker, go see it. I'm trying to go see it again. The movie tackles a lot of mental health issues. So like and I felt like certain issues like where he's like the scene where he says, "All I have is negative thoughts." Like I feel that because I have like the anxiety and like suffer some depression from time to time, and it's just like, yeah, that movie really like if you have mental like I wouldn't say problems, issues, or need help, you should always go see somebody or talk to somebody. Find an outlet to help. That's always the case. You like, hey, if you want to hit me up, DM, text, whatever, just to get shit off your chest because you're going through some stuff. I'm here too. I'm always here to talk that shit. But I wouldn't even like hey, I'm here to talk that shit daily. Fuck weekly if you need help or anything. Next week I'll be talking about music. Hopefully I'm trying to get on this fucking light. The sun is pissing me off. Next week I'm going to talk about music. I'm trying to get 2 guests or 1 guest. If I gotta hit them both up after this to see what they say, if they're down for it. We're gonna talk about music, the culture, how it's formed the world now, the impacts that it's having now and then. Here to talk all about that stuff on that, but that's shit for next week. It ain't shit for now. Yeah, but that's me wrapping up. Hope you enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. But the Joker here is out. Catch you for next week's shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the crazy laugh. I'm mad tired.